Hey, you make my day. It's really great to hear, that you got that good results.
Oh, I did. I actually started noticing results like 3 days later after day one, day two, day three. I started getting really calm,
Yeah.
just kind of sitting there looking around, wondering, why isn't this bothering me? This normally bothers me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, I've tried so many other things in the past that I was really unsure. I'm like, well, I got to get all the way to day 10 for this to kick in. And then when it was really evident something was changing, something by day 3, I really got like more excited and I got more into it. And it just kept getting better and better and better.
So you, you got it working so quick that you were wondering if it was really everything was okay, huh?
Right. That's the thing.
Yeah. How many places did you have trouble?
Oh,
Elevators? What else?
hundreds of places. Anytime I was in a car with more than like 3 or 4 people,
Uh-huh.
elevators, because of my job, I'm on an elevator, 2, 3 times a day. And then obviously the hauler that I was in, the race car hauler.
So, Mike, when did you start reading the book? Back in
The
the
middle of
fall?
November.
November. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
It's
Uh-huh.
it's amazing. I've dealt with claustrophobia my whole life, but I've only dealt with panic attacks for the past 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
And the last 2 weeks I've had no attacks, barely any anxiety. I really feel like my mind was just kind of just let go of it all.
So now the anxiety is, oh my God, what if this fails me? What if
Exactly.
something gets me?
Yeah. So that's the anxiety. Like, am I doing this right? Is this normal? Can it really be this simple? You know what I mean? Like, how can I have gone, almost 3 years with panic attacks and therapists and all this. And then I read one book, I have a session with you, and I'm like, I honestly, like I was telling my wife, I feel like I'm on Xanax all the time.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's no worry there anymore.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it goes back to that kind of thing, like when you're a little kid, you can get revved up, you get zapped, but you can't calm down. You got to
Right.
have somebody calm you down. So for months, your mom or somebody is going to calm you down by presenting their face, loving eyes, soft face, and talking to the baby. Although the baby doesn't understand those words, still the quality of the mom's voice has a calming effect. And then the touch, So the face, voice, and touch, those 3 things. Here, let me just click somebody in here. So
Yep.
those 3 things calm the baby. And after a while, I'm guessing at about age year and a half, the kid now has got it figured out. Every time I get upset, mom shows up and I see her face. I love that face. And she's going to talk to me. I'm beginning to understand those words too. And she's going to hug me. And so, oh my goodness, I feel better. So when mom gets there, she says, "Oh, you were really upset, but I'm here. Let me give you a hug." So she does present her face, voice, and touch and reinforces the kid's expectation. So it builds a program in.
Yeah.
But it could just be the luck of the draw that mom was busy, rushes in, upset, that thinks, it's like the end of the world because the baby's crying, comes in, the baby's fine, and walks away. Seems
Yeah.
perfectly reasonable,
Oh, yeah.
but it just doesn't build in the program. And so what happens now is, with the usual kind of therapy, is they say, well, don't worry about panic because it won't kill you. If it won't kill you, don't
No.
worry about it.
Yeah. I've
And
had every therapist tell me that.
yeah,
Don't
and
worry. It
they
won't
give
hurt.
you breathing exercises. And by the time you have a panic attack start, you can't use the breathing exercise. You can't even remember to do it.
Yeah. You're 100% right. But now my mind automatically goes to the face,
Uh-huh.
to that one face that I've been linking to.
Yeah.
I just calm right down.
What we want is your unconscious procedural memory to automatically calm you down every time you start to get revved up.
Right.
It'll kick in. Yeah. Once you train it enough. And it's already doing it some.
The beginning of November, the battery on my truck died and I was inside of it. And my mind instantly went to, I'm trapped inside my car. I can't get out.
Right.
But in all reality, all I had to do was click the door twice and I could get out. So I clicked it once, it didn't open, and I immediately had the butterflies in my stomach. I had a shot of adrenaline. I could feel it hit me. And then I remember feeling my heart in my throat. I felt like that maybe 10 times a day for the last 3 years because of my very, very first panic attack. When that happened, I said, that's it. I'm done. I got to find something. So I put everything else on hold and I went searching. And the funny thing is I found this whole program on a podcast. But what got me is the lady had interviewed Captain Tom, and she said, it's amazing that it works 100% of the time, for the fear of this. And I said, what? Are you kidding me? 100% of the time? And I said, here we got a guy guaranteeing his product's going to work. I got to try it. So I bought the book. I read the book. Then I honestly, I stalked Tom on LinkedIn. I found him on LinkedIn and I sent him a private message. And I'll never forget, I was sitting in my shop at night because I build furniture. I honestly thought I was going to get like a computer message back saying, we received your message. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, the canned message, right?
Yeah, exactly. But 45 minutes later, I get an email or a message on LinkedIn back from, and it says, Captain Tom Bunn has accepted you, and here's your message. And then we set up a session, and within 3 days, the butterflies in my stomach, the heavy breathing just started going away on its own. And I started looking around and I started saying, oh my God, something's really changing here. Just to give you, for instance, if I'm in traffic, I used to get those butterfly feelings or the rapid heartbeat and the heavy breathing. Sitting at a traffic light and there's traffic all around me and I'm looking and I went, oh my God, this is really, really working. And then we had the session a couple days in, if you remember, Tom. And you told me, you're doing everything right. Just keep at it. Just keep at it. And now what? Now we fast forward, we're a month later, almost the middle of December. And I have had 0 panic attacks. I'm legitimately trying to find like moments where I can get myself really anxious and really revved up because I'm just kind of now. The only thing that's nervous now is where is the anxiety? Where's the panic? It was here for so long. Now it's gone. I'm worried that it's going to come back, but I can't find it. As amazingly as it sounds. And I think every day, a little bit each time, every day, I'm like, it's not coming back. I'm going to keep pressing. I'm going to keep doing my link. I'm going to keep doing my training. I like to call it my training. And until I just feel 100% sure that it's gone.
Excuse me, Mike. May I ask, did you have like some like onset incident that started the panic attacks?
Yes. I was in, so we call it a race car hauler. I'm on a pit crew for dirt modified. We travel up and down the East Coast. And if you can imagine a tractor trailer, and on the back of that tractor trailer where the driver sits, there is like a mini camper. So it's got a little tiny kitchen, it's got a bathroom, it's got a little tiny couch. So really, you could probably only fit like 4 people in there comfortably. We had 6. And we were on our way to Bridgeport, New Jersey from Sheffield, Massachusetts. And I was sitting on the couch with 2 other people. And then right across from us sitting at the kitchen table was 3 other people. So we really couldn't move. And they were talking about an incident that had happened maybe 3 months before where there was a bad accident with that particular tractor trailer. And I was sitting there minding my own business. I wasn't thinking, I wasn't talking to anybody. And as soon as they got done talking about the accident, I looked up and I can clearly remember the walls, like the kitchen, everything just kind of closed into my face. And I felt like I was really like I was in and I hate to say it, but I felt like I was in a coffin. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. And so, yeah, that was the incident. That's the time. That's when everything went downhill for me. That's when the excuses started. That's when I was trying to avoid going anywhere. And I told you in our session, I said, I really feel like I'm turning into an agoraphobic, where I don't even want to leave my house.
Yeah.
And I had to try something. And when I started this, honestly, for me, it only took 3 days. And I said, this is really working.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I'm just curious. You got on your jacket. Where are you? Someplace that's cold?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm in my wood shop.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I only keep the temperature in here 50 degrees. So.
Yeah.
I build furniture on the side.
What kind of furniture?
Everything from dining room tables to kitchen cabinets. I do a lot of, you ever hear of Norman Rockwell?
Yeah.
I do a lot of specialty work for that museum.
Oh, yeah.
So I just did last year. You ever see the picture? It's called The Runaway. It's a picture with the state trooper, the little kid, and then the guy behind the diner. Well, anyways, I just replicated that for them. The whole diner scene.
Yeah.
So it actually sits in the museum now.
Neat. Okay,
yeah.
So you can walk in and be in the picture.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what people do. I was walking through where they had it, and I looked in and I saw a little kid and his mom getting their picture taken at it. And I thought, wow, that is all. I made that. I built that for them.
But tell me, do you work on the race car also?
Yeah. So what I do on the race car, I call the tire guy.
Uh-huh.
So I do, I change the tires, obviously, for pit stops.
Yeah.
But then before that, I have to mount and remount tires. We cut them, we sipe them. Siping is just cutting, little slices in them to get more heat into them.
Uh-huh.
So I have to do all that. And I do all the tire pressures, stagger, the different size tires. We have to make sure that that's accurate.
Use different size tires on the one side versus the other.
Yeah. So on the right side, they're bigger than the left side.
Yeah.
To get the car to turn left, it helps the car turn better in the corners.
Yeah.
This team is very, very professional. We have to, honestly, we have uniforms that we have to wear, and we have to be very presentable for the sponsors. And
yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus my old team, where it was just a Saturday night deal, and it was just, if we win, we win, no big deal. Or if we come in last, who cares? We had fun. If you had asked me a month ago, am I going to feel better now? I would have told you no. There's no way. It's impossible. Mm-hmm. And here I am standing on a Zoom call trying to convince another person. It really helps.